One by one, they came out of jail.
Hey, ma'am, can we just ask you about the charges? If you have anything to say.
Who are you? A relative or friend waiting, immediately covering their faces with a fleece. 4 bar workers and a manager charged in connection to the death of Taylor Phillips.
Do you have anything at all to say to Taylor Phillips's family? Because a 23-year-old mother has died, and you guys are now linked, allegedly, to her death. Do you have anything you want her family to know at all?
Prosecutors say these workers made drinks for or served alcohol to Eric Hernandez at this South Houston bar right before Hernandez drove drunk and killed Phillips.
Did you serve him any alcohol? Did you take tequila shots with him? Because that's what the DA is saying, and that's some pretty serious allegations.
The workers were arrested yesterday at that bar. State records reveal multiple complaints about the place this year. One of them, that alcohol has been provided to a minor. Prosecutors say Hernandez, 19 years old, drank for 6 hours before getting in his truck.
This is your opportunity to say something.
No reaction, no arguing the allegations.
Ma'am, were you at the bar that night? Can you answer us that?
The investigation continues. Meanwhile, Taylor's family prepares to say goodbye.
And as I said, the bar manager is the last of the 5 workers to bond out of jail. We're waiting for him. I should mention that yesterday, while he was getting arrested, he did say something. He was the only one who talked, and he said to us, Sergeant Melanie, that he wasn't even at the bar that night. He did not serve Eric Hernandez, so that is his perspective. By the way, I should mention all of these charges are misdemeanors. For now, reporting live from South Houston, Courtney Fisher, 13 Eyewitness News.
And Courtney, we've got almost more questions than answers at this point. First of all, a 19-year-old worker, isn't that against the law to have someone underage working in a bar? And secondly, what's the worst that could happen considering these are misdemeanor charges?
Right, Melanie, that's something important. That's why we wanted to mention they are misdemeanors, so they carry not as serious a sentence. Remember, if Eric Hernandez is found guilty, he could face 2 up to 20 years in prison. Again, he's the one charged with intoxication, manslaughter. We will definitely be talking with prosecutors as the charges vary, but they are all misdemeanors, so a lot less jail time should they be convicted. The other question you asked about the 19-year-olds, there's actually 2 of the workers are 19, and they are both charged with serving alcohol. Again, it is a little confusing whether this establishment was supposed to be serving more food than alcohol. If that's the case, the laws are a little different. So all things we're looking into right now. But as always, great questions, guys.
Just awful scenario of what has happened. And at this point, no one is coming out and just taking responsibility, and that's the troubling part about it. But thank you, Courtney. We appreciate that. A lot more to come in the courts.
And great questions by Courtney.
Yes, absolutely. Way to stick with it.
I don't know if you can, guys, see this right now, but I think this is the bar manager. This is the last one coming out. Obviously, we're in the middle of doing our live shot, but you see, he is saying something to reporters. I'm going to just try and go.
Go ahead. You head on over there. We'll talk to you later. Thank you, Courtney.
There she goes. You can see her running over there, and then the camera's going to be running over there as well. So that's great work by Courtney, trying to get that live picture. This is really organic here, which is just terrific. We're going to continue to play this out because, you know, it's just live television at its best.
Well, it looks like
there
we may have, again, pulling off.
That was the manager who was stepped out of the, he may have just bonded out, perhaps, because 4 of them had bonded. The 5th one hadn't. So maybe he was one of the, maybe he was the last one. We're not sure.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you can still hear me right
yes,
now, but he was, in fact, the last one.
Okay.
That was the manager. He had some choice words, it looked like, and also flicked us off before getting into that SUV and exiting. So, yeah, the last one is now bonded out of jail.
So when you ran over there, did you hear him, I guess, uttering some words before the camera was able to get there?
Right, reporters surrounding him. I heard him mention one thing. It's almost good that I don't think we were live on TV because I do think he kind of had an aggressive response. Obviously, we don't know exactly what he said, but he was not happy to see the cameras. But the first person who's actually reacted and wasn't trying to run away from cameras.